Made it here to the job of the day. This morning we're going to be removing this one pine tree here, and then we have a pretty big tulip in the back. This stump isn't going, we're just cutting it as low as we can. In the back here we have this tulip right up against the house. We also have this playground right next to it. Luckily the branches aren't too big, so we'll be able to drop them down pretty easy. We got to take all the wood, and this one's getting the stump grinded down. You can see all the lantern flies just crawling right up it. This one made it past the tape. There's a couple, but just look how many already got stuck on the tape. Either way, we're knocking this one out. We're gonna load up all the wood, clean up all the branches, load everything back up, and we're gonna head to the next job.
Ayer era desierto, ahorita es una poza de agua más. Eso sí me daba risa, mi puta vieja. Elco, mande, la roja. ¿Cuál? La roja. Roja. Está sangrando. ¿Qué roja? Y yo aquí.
Ahí suelta, hay que salvar la lamparita.
Más empiezan desde... Pero es gratis, viejo. Sí, es gratis. póngala ahí que vamos a tirar esto.
If you're wondering why we made this mess with the branches, it was so we could toss these bigger pieces without damaging this retaining wall here, nor the driveway. Now Joni's hopping on the Mini. He's gonna start removing all the bigger pieces, getting them out the way, and then they're gonna start chipping all the branches up. Berardo already headed to the back to get started on that tulip. All done with the pine tree. We moved all the logs over to there, picked up all the branches, chipped everything up. The guys already headed to the back and got started on the tulip.
Solo por 20, porque si usted usa la matemática, entonces este es 40. Coge la mitad de este, así partido allá y se la pone aquí y hace el cuadrado. Entonces hay nada más que saber jugar con eso.
All done with this tulip here. All we have left is a little bit of cleanup. I already chipped up all the branches. Joni's hopping onto the machine so he can start picking up all the logs. We have to get this stump grinded down, but you can see it has a bunch of rocks all around it. It's got a couple big rocks there. So we're gonna cut it smaller, and then I'm gonna have Roy pick up all these rocks so he can start stump grinding it. All done here. Stump grinded the stump, cleaned it up, left it all nice and clean. Cleaned up all the grass, all the branches, all the logs. Up here we got the driveway all nice and clean. This one was cut as low as we could. All the grass, everything, it's nice and clean. The guys already loaded up the mini and the stump grinder. Chipper's all ready to go. From here we're heading about 10 minutes away. We just have 2 smaller pines that we need to do. Knock those out, probably grab lunch, and then we'll see what we got to do. Made it here to the next job. Here we're going to be removing this one dead ash tree here, and then in the front we have just a small pine tree. In the front here we have this one that's dead as well. This one small pine tree here. That one should be pretty simple. Knock that out pretty quick. All done there. The guys are all ready to go. We got everything loaded up. I didn't film much of it. It was just a quick job. Took less than an hour. Now we're gonna head out to where the other guys are. We're gonna go help them knock out the job they're at. So we go head back to the shop, call it a day.
Como $60 por kilo de café que muy bueno.
Made it here to where the other crew is. They're knocking down a pretty big tree back there. They're almost done with it. They knocked out another pretty big tree on the right side that's already done. Now all we have left is to pick up all the wood. You can see Joni and Mexico on there loading up all the wood, getting it all stacked up. My brother's on the mini bringing all the wood over. Jonathan and Socorro and Ruben, they're dragging all the branches while Berardo tosses the rest of the trees down. He only has this one last piece here to drop. Once he drops that, we'll start picking up all the wood, start loading everything up. Roy doesn't even know what to do with himself. Since Ruben's on the rope, he's like, man, I'm the professional roper. Give me that thing. Look at him.
So. No, mira, como con el maestro, mira. Sí, sí, aprende algo, man. No, ya me caté todo y con el maestro que otra cosa.
All done with this tree here. Picked up all the logs. We still got to clean up this whole area. Still got a good bit of cleanup here. We dropped this final one here. Still got to pick up these logs. Once we're done with this, we'll load up everything up. We'll head to the shop, call it a day. We're all done here. Picked up all the branches, cleaned it up the best as possible. This was actually a huge mess before we even got here, so we cleaned it up the best we could. Picked up all the logs from this tree here, all the trees in through there. Picked up all the logs from this tree here, cleaned it all up. We're all set here. The guys already took all the trucks out. They're ready to head out. We're gonna head back to the shop, call it a day. Today was about 105 degrees. I know everyone's tired, it's still a bit early. We're gonna head back to the shop, call it a day. There's really no easy way out of here, so I'm gonna back up this truck all the way to here, back up the trailer right into there, go forward, and we're gonna head out. Just made it back here to the shop. We're all done for the day. Still a bit early, but it's a pretty easy day today. Just want to thank anybody who took their time out of the day to watch the video. Any questions, any comments, any tips for me, leave them down below. Catch you guys next time.
We're relaxing.
What's up with the camera?
What's up?